Curiosity itself often feels like a sign of being alive. Rabies is one of humanity's oldest and most feared viral enemies. For thousands of years, it has haunted both animals and humans, spreading quietly through bites and almost always turning fatal once symptoms appear.
During the 20th century, Europe faced a major rabies problem in wildlife.
One unusual solution involved distributing vaccine-filled bait from the air to immunize animals like foxes.
It worked surprisingly well and helped push the virus back in many regions.
But rabies itself remains a remarkable and dangerous virus. Viruses exist in a strange gray zone between life and non-life. They cannot reproduce on their own and must hijack living cells to survive. The rabies virus is especially simple, carrying only a handful of genes, yet it performs an incredibly sophisticated invasion of the nervous system. Infection usually begins with a bite from an infected animal. The virus enters muscle tissue through saliva and targets nerve cells.
These cells act as communication cables throughout the body, transmitting electrical and chemical signals.
Rabies exploits this network like a hidden railway. Once inside a neuron, the virus travels inward toward the brain. It uses the cell's internal transport system, essentially hitching a ride on molecular motors that normally move vital cargo. This allows the virus to move long distances without exposing itself to many immune defenses. And that immune response is slower than you might expect. Normally, infected cells release warning signals called interferons that alert the body and help shut down viral replication. Rabies interferes with these alarms, allowing it to remain largely unnoticed while it spreads from neuron to neuron. This silent phase can last weeks, sometimes months. The distance from the bite to the brain, the amount of virus introduced, and the location of the wound all influence how long this stage lasts. Only then does the immune system recognize a serious threat, but by that point it is often too late. Protective barriers around the nervous system restrict immune activity there, and infected nerve cells can even trigger defensive immune cells to shut themselves down. As the brain becomes affected, symptoms begin: confusion, agitation, difficulty swallowing, paralysis, and severe neurological disturbance. Interestingly, rabies does not always destroy large amounts of brain tissue. Instead, it appears to disrupt communication between neurons so severely that normal brain function collapses.
The virus then prepares for transmission again.
It moves from the brain to the salivary glands, ensuring that the next bite can spread the infection to another host. Once clinical symptoms start, survival is extremely rare. Rabies remains one of the deadliest infectious diseases known.
Yet there is a powerful defense: vaccination.
Rabies vaccines train the immune system in advance. Even after a potential exposure, rapid vaccination can still prevent the disease because the virus progresses relatively slowly early on. This post-exposure treatment has saved countless lives. Despite available vaccines, rabies still causes tens of thousands of deaths each year, many of them children. The virus persists in wildlife reservoirs around the world, meaning vigilance and vaccination programs remain essential.
Rabies may be ancient, but it is not unstoppable.
Continued awareness, vaccination, and public health efforts are what keep this old threat under control, and perhaps one day, they will finally eliminate it. Act now. Vaccinate your pets, get vaccinated if exposed, and help spread rabies awareness. Together, we can make rabies history.